Hey guys, it's Billy. So first of all, I just want to apologise for my video being late. I know it was supposed to be up Wednesday, Thursday last week, but I have been going through a lot of stuff. I've had a lot on my mind. As you know, my mum passed away in December, so I've still been having my moments with that. Recently, well, not recently, but a month and a half, 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 1. I'm still struggling and dealing with that. So I'm just having all that on my head at the moment. I just want to explain as well about the diabetes, I'm still taking my insulin. I'm still taking the amounts of insulin, like the 14, I'm taking 14 in the needle, in the pen, on the 24-hour pen, and I'm still taking 8 and 6 units on the 4-a-day pen. I just want to let you guys know as well, I don't know if there's anyone out there who has epilepsy with diabetes type 1 same as me, but it's been causing me to have more fits now, and my fits are a lot stronger than they used to be. When I had the epilepsy on its own, because I've had epilepsy since I was 15, but when I had the epilepsy on its own, I managed to get medication from the doctor and it was under control. I got put up to 100 grams on my medication, so I kept it under control. But now, the diabetes is messing with the epilepsy, and when my sugars get really low, I go straight into a fit without warning, and it's really scary. It's actually worse now than how my fits used to be before. Like I've had bad fits before, but it's hard to explain how it makes me this time. Like I have these like weird visions in my mind, and when I was taking fits just with epilepsy on its own, my mind was just blank all the time. I would forget this person, that person. One time I took 3 fits all in one go in my mum's house when my mum was alive, and I forgot who my whole entire family was for 45 minutes, which was kind of scary. But with the diabetes now, and taking fits is a lot scarier, because I'm starting to have these like freaky visions in my mind, and when I'm waking up or coming to, I still feel like I'm in that vision throughout that fit that I just took. It's happened twice. I took one fit out in the backs one time. I think I'd mentioned that in a video before, but I was in my house last week, and I took a fit in my house last week. I didn't know, my boyfriend told me. I'm actually in his house at the moment, because I don't like being on my own all the time, because I get really scared. But we were in my house anyway, and we were doing a bit of cleaning, and the sun was like beaming in the window, and it was like right in my eyes, and I started getting like colour blurry vision, and so I turned away, and I was just filling this rubbish bag up with rubbish, and I don't even know what happened next, and all I know is just kind of waking up with blurry vision, and like seeing my neighbour from upstairs and my boyfriend standing there. But the weird and scary thing that is, I didn't even remember who he was, but I remembered who she was, and I hadn't spoken to her in a while. And obviously I see my boyfriend all the time, and it's kind of weird because I don't usually forget him, because he comforts me all the time, but I did forget him for about 15-20 minutes maybe as I was coming to. I actually hurt myself really bad, like my whole body got sore, but I had a big bruise on my right leg, at the top of my right leg. I cut my hand here. I don't know if you could see it. It was a little bigger than that before, but it was there, and I have this little scar right there on my eye. It's fading just now, but it was there, and I had bit all the inside of my lip here and up here. But my boyfriend says that he had a thump, and he was wondering what the hell was going on, and then he had another thump, and he came through, and here I was like flopped over the table, fitting violently kind of thing. And that freaked me out because, as I said a second ago, I've been getting these weird visions inside my head, and during these fits, and I think it's because of the diabetes, because it happens when my blood sugars go low, and it's like boom, right into a fit I go, and I don't even know what's coming on without warning. I used to get warning before. I used to get like dizzy spells, or I'd get like vibrations in my body that would tell, like my body telling me I need to lie down because there's a fit coming on. But now I think it's just really, really, really scary, that, and I get scared now to go outside by myself. I don't even get on the bus now. I don't even get in a taxi by myself. I don't really cook for myself. My boyfriend cooks all my meals mostly now, and I don't really cook anything. I don't go like near hot cookers or anything like that. I'm scared in case I just go into a fit and my face and my hands go in the rings of the cooker or something like that. So no, so I don't do much anything these days, and I kind of feel like I'm being treated like a baby, because it's like I'm getting told I can't do this and I can't do that, and because of this diabetes type 1, I could understand why people are worrying, but I just feel like I don't have a life, and it's horrible. So the combination of diabetes and epilepsy is horrible. So I just hope that everyone out there with diabetes type 1, type 2 are doing a whole lot better than me at the moment. And anyone who has diabetes type 1 and type 2 and epilepsy, please be very careful and make sure your blood is controlled, your sugar levels are controlled, so that your bloods are enough to keep you going through the day and not just falling into fits like I do anywhere that could be dangerous for you. So just be careful with that also. But I did, however, there was one time, 2 weeks, was it about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was out walking my dog Barney, and I was walking through the park, and the park's quite long, and so when we got to the end of the park, I walked up the grass hill, and then I was walking back along the pavement towards home, and I had to cross the road, but I didn't cross the road just yet. And then I started getting like blurry vision, and I was like, oh my god, and I started freaking out, and it was just like really scary, because I didn't want to really cross the road because I couldn't see properly, and so my dog was just keeping us on this, like on the left side of the road, and I was just, my vision got more blurry, and I was really freaky, and the only time I knew cars were coming past, because the lights were so bright, they looked like big fairy lights in my eyes, and I know fairy lights is a silly phrase to use, but it was scary. I just saw these like big blurred lights coming at me, and so I was like, maybe it's time now I should cross the road, because there isn't any lights coming. So I managed to cross the road safely. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I was walking along the right side of the pavement, on the right side of the road, and I was walking down that pavement, and I started feeling weak and tired, and I was like, don't panic, and I was telling myself in my heart and in my mind, sorry, I was going to say head, I meant to say head and mind. Anyway, so I was telling myself in my mind anyway that I needed to slow down, so because I was walking too fast, and I think just walking faster and panicking was making my blood rush low even faster, and it was really scary. I couldn't see properly, and I just kind of knew where I was going because I was on the right side of the road, and so I stopped for a bit anyway, for like 5 minutes or something, and I was just like walking, and I made it home. I don't know how I made it home, but I did, and I was quite scary. And when I got in, I was telling my boyfriend, I can't see. I was crying. I panicked. I thought I was going to go into a fit. I think I passed out for like a few seconds or a few minutes or something, but I came to, and he checked my boyfriend checked my blood, and it was like 2 point something or 1 point something, which is dangerously low, and I forgot to take the jelly babies with me. But I felt alright before I left the house. I didn't think anything was going to go wrong. But yeah, that was quite scary. That was terrifying. But I did get home. I'm glad I got home in time, because I could have been killed. I could have been hit by a bus. I could have been hit by a truck, lorry, van, car. You know, I don't know. All I know is I could have been killed, and that's what terrifies me. So that's why I don't even go out much by myself. Never even get on a bus or a taxi by myself now. So like anywhere I have to go, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, hospital appointments, Donald, my boyfriend, takes me. I barely leave the house, and it's crap, because I feel like I'm getting treated like a baby as well. Like, well, you can't do this now, and you can't do that now. You have to give this up. You have to give that up, and it's kind of depressing for me, because I'm already going through enough shit. Like, you know, my mum's only been dead like 7 months, so I'm still going through that shit as well. And if I don't have anything to do or keep myself busy, I'm just thinking about my mum all the time, and I get upset all the time, and I cry all the time, and it just really gets to me. So, but yeah, I think that's about it, you guys. I just hope, like I said, I just hope anyone that's got diabetes type 1 or 2, or diabetes with type 1 or type 2 with epilepsy, please be careful, and please make sure that your sugar levels are controlled and not going up and down like mine, so that you don't take fits in dangerous places. Like, well, they might not seem dangerous at the time when you're awake, but you could fall into a fit and land anywhere if you cross the road or anything. So, like, that's what I'm saying by dangerous places. So please be careful with that. I think that's all I've got to say on that, though. But on a positive note, I did go and see Annabelle Creation on Thursday with my friend Amy, and it was a great movie. It really was a great movie. It took a while to get into it at the start, you know, but I guess lots of films are like that nowadays. But it got to the good part, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but I enjoyed it, and I just loved how the story started, and how Annabelle became to be, and how she was possessed, and how she got around, kind of thing. So, and there was a few jump scares in the movie as well, and like I was like, but like, cause I got a fright, you know, people were making fun of me up in the back. So I don't care. People can make fun of me all they want, you know. I love a good scare, and they were just not big enough to say it to my face. They had to sit behind me and make fun of me. And my friend heard them, but like I said, they weren't big enough to say it to my face. So it just shows you how much pussies they are. So anyway, guys, I hope you kind of find this video okay, and I hope you like this video, and I hope it's kind of informative to anyone out there who's got diabetes and epilepsy. And I give this is my little review on Annabelle Creation. It's not like a big review or anything, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and I hope you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit that little notifications bell. I'd really appreciate that. So until my next video, you guys, stay beautiful, take care, and I love you, and hugs to the world. So take care, and we will speak soon. Bye.